Siesta Key Village, located on Ocean Boulevard on Siesta Key, just west of Sarasota, Florida, is a very unique shopping and dining district with fun for everyone in the family. In Siesta Key Village, you will find a variety of specialty stores, boutiques, beach souvenir stores. There's even a grocery store, a gas station, and a post office. This is a must-see for anyone visiting Siesta Key. Siesta Key Village is on Ocean Boulevard and begins at the intersection of Ocean Boulevard and Calle Miramar and extends north to the intersection of Ocean Boulevard and Canal Street and just beyond Canal Street. We encourage everyone to walk along with us as we walk through Siesta Key Village and show you what it has to offer. And right here at the beginning of Siesta Key Village, there is a map of the village. So you can pick these up probably at any brochure stand or even in the office of where we stay. So basically, again, Siesta Key Village is it's kind of got some specialty shops, some dining options, some candy. It's just kind of a happening place if you're on Siesta Key. So first place I want to feature is basically a stone's throw from our motel, which is right there. There's the Blase Cafe. There's 314 Pie Pizza. If you're a mathematician, you understand the connection there. Right here is a place, this pink building. This is called the Fudge Factory. Now, I want to say something about the Fudge Factory. This has been here, what, 8, 9 years now?
It's been a long time.
We had never bought anything from there until we found another one on Anna Maria Island back at Christmas. We went in there and got a piece of their fudge, and I believe it was a chocolate caramel brownie flavor. That was some of the most heavenly fudge we've ever had. It had such a creaminess to it. You could taste it for several minutes after you'd eaten it. It was just very creamy. So we are definitely going to be getting some fudge there. I got a milkshake last night, but it reminds me a lot of the fudgery in the Smokies. If you ever remember getting any fudge from the fudgery, they had a very creamy tasting fudge. This is very reminiscent of that. So after the Fudge Factory, there's a little place called Robin Hood Rentals, and you can rent golf carts, bicycles. Is that, yeah, what are those little things called there? Is that just a motorized scooter?
Yes,
I was thinking a scooter was like what they have in big cities that you just drop.
That's what it says, scooter cars.
Okay, scooter cars, we'll call it that. So anyway, that's Robin Hood Rentals. It says you can rent paddle boards, golf carts, electric e-bikes, scooters, scooter cars. Okay. All right. Next is Gilligan's. Now, I probably shouldn't tell you all this, but I grew up a fan of Gilligan's Island. I used to imitate Gilligan. Things that he would say on the show that I found funny, I would go around saying them in public. And this is Gilligan's Island right here. They got a really good burger. It's been years since we've eaten here. But I'll tell you, if you do eat here, I recommend that big Kahuna burger right there. Very good quality beef. I would have them if I did it again to put a slice of pineapple on it. So.
And they got a coffee shop here.
Got a little coffee shop here. Smoothie bowls. It's called Moho Rising. I hadn't even ever noticed that, to be honest with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Up here is a little t-shirt shop. That's been here about as long as I can remember. Siesta Tees. Are we going to go up in there?
Yeah.
Boulevard Beachwear. And Flavio's Italian restaurant for starters. Alright, so here's Siesta Teas, etc. We're getting ready to go in there. They obviously don't want you stealing from them. Lucky winners can also get their name in the newspaper for their family and friends to see. So yeah, if you get arrested for stealing, make it in the newspaper. You might want to buy everybody in your family a copy. But they are making it quite clear, don't steal from them. So go in. As you come in here, there's all kinds of t-shirts left, right, on the walls. I got too much music playing, so I'm gonna have to probably do voiceovers here, but just all kinds of designs on t-shirts. No way I can show all of them, but the one good thing about coming in these stores, especially if you're down here in the summertime, is the air conditioning. I try to make it into about every store when it's really hot. We found something very interesting in here on Siesta Key, Florida. Candle Cottage, which if you're familiar with Gatlinburg, you know where Candle Cottage is, right there in the village in Gatlinburg. There's Flavio's Ristorante Italiano. Now, we're gonna show you the right side of the street first. I am gonna pan across here and show you one thing that makes me very sad. That's the sandal factory, that yellow building. Why does that make me sad?
It used to be the best thing ever on the island,
Yes,
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Now, it was just a stone's throw from our motel when I was growing up down here. Me and my cousin, or whoever was with me and a buddy, I came down here with both. We would walk down here to the 7-Eleven, get us some Slurpees, some nachos. It was a fun place to be. They closed that down about 10 years ago, I guess, and then made a sandal factory out of it.
Our boys, even coming here, that's what they would do. They'd walk down here and get them Slurpees.
Once they were old enough to where we could let them run to the store and back, they would come down here. It's only like a 3-minute walk from the motel, so this day and time, I don't know if I'd still do that.
Yeah.
But, back then you could. But anyway, the sandal factory will heretofore be referred to as that other place. So, I mean, I don't hold it against them. If you're down here needing sandals, you might want to check that out. But it just makes me sad to see it because I was growing up, remember the 7-Eleven being here. So we walk on down a little bit more, and here's a surf and skate shop. Now, is that new?
No, that's good.
Okay, what's in it? I guess it says rentals, sunglasses, clothing, swimwear. Right there where it says Unit 3, that's a store that Shaughnessy liked. It used to be Sea Treasures and Pleasures. That was shut down last year when we came. Now you can book parasail. Oh, we go parasail. We talk about it every year.
Yeah, I don't know.
We get down here and somebody chickens out.
Yeah.
But we talk about it when we're not down here. It's big talk, I guess. But jet skis and boat tours. And looking at that ominous cloud behind us, which, to be honest with you, is keeping it much cooler than it was yesterday. Yesterday it was 97 degrees with a feels like of 114. Today's not bad, but it looks like we might be doing this rest of this walkthrough later. If we have to take shelter, we'll see. But let's walk on down here, and I was just talking. It would probably give you a better view if I featured what was on the other side of the road from this side. But since we're going in some of the shops afterwards, I guess I'm just going to do it this way. Coming up next is the Beach Bazaar. I'll show you a little bit on the inside of there. This is pretty much a beach souvenir shop. Every beach town has them. Panama Jack. That was a big thing in the 80s. I had to have me a Panama Jack half shirt. He don't have his tail docked like most of them do. So anyway, this is Beach Bazaar. Let me stand back, try to get a little bit of a better shot of it. But they've got swimwear, t-shirts, postcards, anything beach, shells, shark's teeth, picture frames, just anything you would find in any beach town. So we'll step inside there for a moment. Again, I don't know what all those stickers say. I'm not reading all of them, so I apologize if there's anything objectionable that we wouldn't normally put in. Okay, got sunglasses.
Is this what I should get for the beach?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, we're done at the Beach Bazaar and just outside of it. They're letting you know that you're 1,122 miles from Bermuda. Turtle Beach, that's here on Siesta Key, that's only 6 miles on the south end. Dry Tortugas, 372. You're really on Siesta Key. I don't know why that says 1 mile. Eleuthera, 427 miles. Boca Grande, 45 miles. I know where Boca Grande is. That's down below Inglewood, Punta Gorda area, Port Charlotte. And Destin is 497 miles. So Destin's up in the Panhandle. The A Fun Seekers just went there and made some really good videos, so check those out. I've not been to Destin in a good long time.
I've never been.
It's a good place to fish. I remember that, man. We were catching them out there. I'm going to predict, I'm not a meteorologist, but I'm going to predict some storms later. So over here to the right is Morton's Siesta Market. Now this is another staple that has been here since I remember. My first trip down here was in 71 or 72. I think I was 2 or 3 years old. This has always been there. It's a little run-to grocery store. If you don't feel like going back on the mainland, I will go ahead and tell you, it's very well stocked for a little store that size. They got just a little bit of probably anything you'd want.
They even have like a meat section. You can get meat. I mean, if you're gonna cook on, you know, if you got somewhere you're gonna cook, it's got a deli.
They've got these little Siesta Key popsicles that we went in there last night. We always get one. I got the Mexican chocolate. That was amazing.
I've had that one before, and I got the coconut cream. It wasn't overly sweet, but it had a good creamy coconut taste.
I will go ahead and tell you, you are going to pay more in that store. I was going to say a little more, but sometimes it's not a little. But you will pay more in that store for just about any item. But if you don't want to go back out, you just want to walk to from your motel down here, it's a good place to pick up whatever you need. So, little mini donut shop down here at the corner, and a little sunglass outlet called the Sea Shanty. That's a little sunglass place, isn't it? I see some ladies' hats. So let me just stop right here. This is kind of an intersection right here. You got this little. What do you do from there? You sit there and wait. Oh, you wait for Johnny's free ride. Is that what that is? Okay. Okay. So right now we're at the corner of Canal Road and Ocean Boulevard. So we're going to continue on down. Getting a little bit of traffic through here lately. All right, so right here at the corner of Canal Road and Ocean Boulevard is the Lobster Pot. They feature seafood, steak, chops, chicken, lunch, and dinner. And I can't tell you anything about it because we've never been there. I will show you the menu though. So here is the menu if you're interested in the Lobster Pot. And there's the Little Mates menu. 12 and under. Now walking down a little further here at the corner of Avenida Madera and Ocean Boulevard is the Village Cafe. Now again, I'm going to be telling y'all a lot about when I came here as a kid. That used to be called the Buttery Restaurant. And if we would arrive in town in the morning, we would usually stop there for breakfast. I think you and I have eaten there one time, maybe like our first trip coming back down here in the 90s. Not a bad place. We just don't usually go out for breakfast a whole lot. Especially down here in Florida, we don't. Sometimes in Gatlinburg we do. But so this little side road here, Avenida Madera, there is, looks like a pizzeria, Il Panificio. That used to be Solorzano Brothers. They had a decent pizza. It wasn't our go-to, but it was decent. I think they're back on the mainland now. Now here's a place down the little side street that I want to feature. This is the Sun Garden Cafe. They only serve breakfast and lunch, but it's nice and shady right here, and this outside dining is pet friendly. They do let you bring a pet, so that's good. I always want to mention places that do that. They're open daily 7 to 1:30. And I don't, you'd have to look their menu up, but I don't see one posted. I know they feature a lot of sandwiches with like vegetables on them. I don't think it's a vegetarian place per se, or vegan, but they do feature a lot of sandwiches like tomato, basil, lettuce, things like that. And I'm sure you can get meats as well. Now here is the Star Thai and Sushi. I didn't know this place was here. I don't know how long that's been here. I don't remember it before. So, but anyway, if you're in the mood for some Thai food, which is really good if you like spicy stuff, or sushi, there's your good option. Okay, this place here is called the Seafood Joint Market and Grill. They used to be a butcher shop. Used to be Brackett's Butcher. I loved it when it was that. Have not been in there since it's been this. I didn't know this was here, to be honest with you. So, and it looks like the menus are gone. That's the way to go menus. Alright, you're kind of out of the shopping district, at least on this side of the road here. You got some property management, you got Siesta Key nails, ladies, if you gotta get your nails done. A lot of kind of, I guess, real estate. Let's see. Yeah, I do see that. What's hand-rolled ice cream?
For that, put it on the cold front together and break it. I scrape it up and make it into rolls.
Okay. And with the absence of 7-Eleven now, this is the only convenience store really near where we're staying. It is a Circle K, and this one does offer gas a little bit more, $3.71 a gallon, easy pay, and I think I just saw $3.81, yeah, cash. So getting on up there about $4 a gallon, close to it. Here's looking back where we just came, so we're going to feature the other side going back up. But I will show you one more place down here. I'm not going to walk to it because I was just asked how far down we're going to walk. We've come a pretty good ways now. So down there, if you can see where that red car and that blue car is parked, that is the old Salty Dog. We have two reviews, one from that one, and then the other one is out at the location on Sarasota Bay. Now, one thing I like about them is they have a pineapple coleslaw. That's the first place I ever had pineapple coleslaw. I fell in love with it because of the Salty Dog. They also feature a really good hamburger with a big pineapple on it, or yours wasn't so big when you got it.
The pineapple I got was like...
I'll just say it this way. Either they cut back portions or this one here is more generous, because mine had a really good slice of pineapple and a lot of pineapple in the coleslaw. The other location, we're not impressed. The deep fried hot dog as well. They got a deep fried hot dog from which it's named after the old Salty Dog. That's pretty good too. Plus they got a lot of other menu items. I'm going to be going back this trip for their fish and chips because it looked amazing. I saw it on somebody else's table.
And then they have like a fish or shrimp tacos that I make.
Okay. Next we're going into the Siesta Village Plaza, and they have a lot of good little options here. This is what it looks like from a distance. Starting down here at the right, they actually have a little, I guess that's an Italian restaurant, Cafe Gabbiano. It's an Italian restaurant right there with the little green covering there. But next over here is the Chamber of Commerce for Siesta Key. You can go in there and get brochures, ask questions, have any information that you want about the island. They also have a farmer's market here. I want to say Saturday, I don't know about Sunday. We usually get here Sunday afternoon, so it's
not here.
Usually not going on by them. So, and those clouds are looking more and more ominous. But here is the Chamber of Commerce and the Visitor Center. Here is a Southern Tide store. They feature the Southern Tide line of clothing that you find a lot of beachwear and kind of nicer top of the line, more expensive stuff. So I'm going to stand back. I can get a better view. Lily Pulitzer, looks like women's clothing. Now, we're fixing to go in Davidson Drugs here in just a moment. That's also where the post office is for Siesta Key, inside of Davidson Drug in the back. That is a store that's also been here for as long as I've been coming. That was my go-to souvenir store before Beach Bazaar or any of those existed. So that's a very sentimental store for me. They haven't really even changed it around, and all the time we've been coming, everything's still set up just like it was. But they got nice little neat souvenirs in there. We're going to go in there here in just a minute, but I do want to show you the rest of the Village Plaza. All right, here is a Kilwins. Many of you are familiar with Kilwins. They're in Gatlinburg. I don't know if there's one out in Tanger or not, or in Pigeon Forge. I know there's one downtown Gatlinburg. There's one on St. Armand's Circle in Sarasota, which is the island north of here. There's one here on Siesta Key now. You find a lot of these in a lot of tourist destinations. They're famous for their chocolate. There's actually 2 in Blowing Rock, one downtown, one out by shops on the Parkway.
St. Augustine has.
St. Augustine has one on, they have 2 actually on St. George Street. They did. So anyway, this was not here last year. This is new. I knew it was going to be here because I saw it in another video that was just shot a month or 2 ago. But this was an empty building last time, but now it's a Kilwins. So we're going to walk up here now and we're going to make our way back over to Davidson Drugs. Here is the Bean Coffee House. There's their hours. They have muffins, espressos, frozen lattes. A lot of good sounding stuff right there. If you got a toothache, up here's the Siesta Village Dentistry. I honestly have never thought about coming to the dentist when I was down here, have you? I guess if you get in a fight and get your tooth knocked out, you don't have to go far. So, I've never actually thought about coming to the dentist, have you? Not down here. You don't want to mess too much with those. I'll go ahead and tell you that now. Those are very prickly. Let's see if I can get a better look. There's one there. By the way, I want to zoom up. These little lizards are everywhere. I don't know if these are little, are they geckos? Or somebody help me on that. They're all over the state of Florida. They're all over Siesta Key. One of my favorite things as a child to do is catch them and of course let them go. They're not easy to catch. They're a little bit of a challenge, but they don't hurt you. If you grab them by the tail will come off right in your hand and they'll just grow a new one. So anyway, they're everywhere down here. Let's try to see how close he'll let me get to him. Well, he's not too afraid of me, is he? There he goes. Anyway, I was telling you these things are prickly. There you go. Here's Birkenstock comfort shoes. We got sandals. So now, getting ready to go in Davidson Drugs. This is a drugstore slash souvenir store slash post office. Walk in, there's postcards, magazines. You can actually come and get on the internet here. T-shirts, hat, children's books, educational, about the ocean, sharks. These little pamphlets here, I've got a few of those. They'll help you identify the various shells you may find. The birds. It gives you fishing regulations. Identifies the types of fish. The types of sharks you might see when you're in Florida. So, beach bags. Chairs. Just a limited selection compared to other beach shops, but still, this is where we used to come. There wasn't a beach bazaar. This was like the gift shop on the Siesta Key. Little beach buckets.
The next call that comes in, I'll let you know in a minute.
Good selection of beach towels in here. Board games, take back to your room and play. Here's the pharmaceuticals. So I'm not gonna, I think we've all seen Tylenol and cortisone cream. So here they got some unique to the area candies, like the little Florida orange chewing gum, which is, it used to be fun to get. We haven't done it so much lately. Saltwater taffy. Key lime coconut patties. Or key lime patties and coconut patties. Kind of looks like they're out of a lot of stuff in that aisle today. Not really as much as usual. Used to have jams and jellies like key lime jelly too. Over here are some of your nicer souvenirs. They got some like little wooden plaques, picture frames, tumblers, little home decor things. Little beach pillows, plaques, little tropical birds. I think tropical birds are the coolest. They come in so many exotic colors. More t-shirts. Okay, here's a very popular restaurant on Siesta Key. It's called the Hub Baja Grill. They've got some kind of open air seating right here. Very popular place. We've been one time. We kind of had a mixed opinion of it. Whatever she got. Anyway, let me go ahead and show you the outside seating first, then I'll talk. So, anyway, it's very popular. A lot of people like it. Shaughnessy, tell me again your experience. I was just kind of mentioning our experience there at the Baja. You didn't care for yours.
I don't remember. Some type of like maybe fish or shrimp tacos. I don't remember exactly, but I just remember not really caring for it.
Okay. And I got an appetizer, some kind of orange glazed shrimp, and it was some of the best I've ever had. So we've not gone back just because she didn't care for it, but I might just, like, if I get hungry, get me that little appetizer. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just mentioning it because we have been there one time. So let's move on down this side street here. This is, the street sign fell down. I don't know what street this is. Anyway, it's right here past the Hub Baja. We've got the cottage right here. If you want kind of an island type feel when you're dining, I'd say this would be a good option. I also see some outside menus. Got a little bit of outside seating here in the shade. So let's look at their menu right. Now, we've never tried this. I do like the looks of this place. It just has that authentic beach island feel to it. So that may be something, probably not going to get it in this time. Now, this is called the Summer House. I don't know that you'll ever see us do a review here. This is a very expensive place. We'll go up and get the menu. I've heard they got great steaks. I've heard they got great food. It's a little out of our league. I don't have my glasses. I can't even read to you anything I'm recording right now. But what I've heard is this place is on the top end of price. So, to be honest with you, I'm having to squint just to see anything. I do see that's the sides down there because that's in bigger letters. Okay. It looks like this is a dessert menu right here.
Nope. Oh, yeah, I'll pull this back right here. Okay, pull that table right back.
And apparently they encourage you to have reservations. So there they're out. Now this is a good little breakfast place here directly across from the summer house. It's called the Broken Egg Cafe. Now, it's now called, there's a little story behind this, so let me try to get this right. It's now called Another Broken Egg Cafe, which is kind of a chain. It used to just be a little local thing. There was 2 of them in Sarasota, one here and one out on the east side of town. How many college basketball fans do we have watching this? If you're not a college basketball fan, you're not going to know who I'm talking about. If you are going to know immediately who I'm talking about. He's called in the sports world Dickie V. That means, actually that's short for Dick Vitale. Now if you know who Dick Vitale is, you know he's quite a character. He's got a voice that kind of make the hair on your arms stand up. He's a college basketball announcer and analyst. Very passionate. Now you've heard Dick Vitale talk. He gets very excited, very hyped up. One thing a lot of people don't know is Dick Vitale lives here in Sarasota and used to frequent this restaurant. In fact, they had a little partnership with him. Dick Vitale was really big on the Coaches for Cancer Foundation. After Jim Valvano, NC State coach, passed away with cancer, he and Dick Vitale were very close friends. So Dick did a lot of fundraisers for cancer research. He's just been recently diagnosed with throat cancer. He's in his 80s now, but Dick Vitale frequented this restaurant pretty much weekly when he was in town. So I'm going to insert a picture here because this was back, I don't remember what year it was, but our boys were young and they both knew who he was. And he sat right next to us. We found out when he was going to be here. And if you look to see where that couple on the corner is sitting there, that's where we sat, and he sat at the table directly behind that. It's right beside us. So he was very nice. Our boys took a picture with him, and I think I was in the picture. So I'm going to insert a picture of that here, us with Dick Vitale. We actually had breakfast right beside of him. That's pretty thrilling if you're a sports fan. Now right here is a gelato place. I think that's like an Italian type of ice cream or something, is that right? A little Island Styles gift shop. Is that where you got your sweatshirt? Okay. I remember when this place opened, let me just go ahead and tell you, it's right here beside a big Olaf's Creamery, which is an excellent ice cream place. And the thing makes it excellent, not just the ice cream, they keep it about 40 degrees inside there. And when it's 95 out here, that feels really good. So I remember when this place opened, the girls had to stand out front, handing out coupons and telling us how much healthier their place was than this one next door. We've actually been to both. So if you want an ice cream cone, this is a great place to get it here at Olaf's. Here's a couple little specialty shops for the ladies. You got Creative Gems, looks like a little jewelry store. Big Bling for Little Ching. I guess that means you get a lot for the money. And Casa del Sol. 2 people that thought it was funny. I'm standing here talking, pointing at buildings. This is a boutique. And over here, looks like you got a Sandbar swimwear upstairs and a massage and spa. Then down here you got Coral Reef. It's a little clothing store and a $10 jewelry market. Okay. Bonjour French Cafe right here. We've never been there, but they have. They actually have a menu here to let you know what kind of crepes and waffles they've got.
Right.
As far as I can bend over.
That's my answer.
Right here is a place we already have 2 reviews on. We actually ate supper there last night, did not do a 3rd review. So the good thing about Rib Fire Pizza is that they have a little outside seating area, but each pizza, they don't have like small, medium, and large. Each pizza is, what is it, 12-inch? And it's personal size, which means you don't have to fight with everybody else about what you want on it. Now,
And the crust is like super thin, so it's not like it's crispy, thin. And you get, what was it, 7 toppings?
That's what I was getting ready to say. When we were here 2 years ago, the toppings were unlimited. You got like 43 toppings that night. You got a little bit of everything. When we come back next year, or last year, they said we've limited it to 7 toppings. Now, right here is the reason. If you remember it when it was unlimited, and you want to see the person who caused it not be unlimited, here she is, wait for the camera. Okay, so now it is 7 toppings, which is still plenty of toppings for pizza.
And that doesn't, it already has your sauce and your mozzarella.
Yeah. Since Napoli's shut down, this is our go-to pizza place right here. It is good. I really like the fact that, oh, by the way, the toppings are not extra like per topping. You get up to 7 for the same price.
Yeah.
So whether you get 1 or 7, it's the same price. And they also have some pizzas they make for you, specialty pizzas, but they're all personal. There's that other place. All right, up here is a Siesta Key Oyster Bar. This is a very popular place. We've never eaten Siesta Key Oyster Bar. But anyway, this is a popular place here in Siesta Key Village. Looks like they got triple tail on the menu, which is really good fish. Oysters, Louisiana, Barstool, Blue Points, Cape Cod. I don't know what all those types of oysters are, but they got all kinds of oysters here. I think I know somebody who'll probably like to try the Siesta Key Oyster Bar if they were down here, don't you? Who's that?
David.
Yeah, he's an oyster man.
Yeah.
If y'all ever make it down to Siesta Key, this might be something for you. Here's a menu. So let me go ahead and feature that. So this is called the Terrace across the street. These 2 buildings have been standing on Siesta Key about as long as I've been coming. So that's right across from where we stay. This does conclude our tour of Siesta Key Village. All right, we want to thank y'all for watching. This does conclude the tour of Siesta Key Village. We wanted to show you some of the various shops that are featured here. Now, I do want to say down a couple of miles south of here, at about the midpoint of Siesta Key, it's not like a village like this, but there are some nice shops down there. There's also a 7-Eleven down there, and they have some nice restaurants as well, so you don't want to miss out on that. This is not all there is to do on the Key, but this is the primary shopping district. Some nice eateries, some nice shops.
All within walking distance.
All within walking distance, at least of where we stay. It depends on where you stay, I guess.
Well, when you're in the village, you can just get out and walk, park and walk.
Yeah, so just wanted to let y'all see what was here. Hope y'all enjoyed this. If you did, like and subscribe.
And find us on Facebook.
And have a blessed day.